my god. It's been 1 week since you looked at... It has been, I think it has been 4 actual months since the last time I played Baldur's Gate 3 because of stuff got in the way. Things, I suppose. And I have loaded my latest quick save. It looks like it's gonna be a problem. And I'm sitting here trying to recollect my memory of where we've been and what we've done and what this game is about. Who are these characters? Have I ever seen them before? Who knows? So, I have some idea. We've done the circus. Then we wandered into the temple where someone's been murdered pretty badly and fought some doppelgangers in there. Was there a flying elephant with like a little hat and a pipe that was like a detective, or was I having a spectacularly weird like reaction to my ADHD meds? I genuinely don't know. Also, where did I get an earth elemental? I must have summoned it, right? Oh, Tav did. Or Tarja, as I've called them.
Can't give up now.
How did you summon an earth elemental? Did I? Oh, I get you. Conjure elemental. That would be how you did that. I put that on your spell list, did I? Okay. I guess I did. It'll be like a minute and a half before I am entirely on board with what I'm doing. Let's take a look through the journal. Yeah. Those are the big ones. And rescue the Grand Duke. Find Dribbles the Clown. Right. We found his torso and his hand. So we need to find the rest of them, I guess. I think I've sort of caught up. Right, and that was me speak to the dead in the thing. And that was the fake Dribbles that would... Okay, cool. All right. Yes, hello. Wow, you...
Get on with it!
You make your opinions known, don't you, buddy? Okay.
Really there now?
Zenobia dog. They're a rogue. Clearly. Thief. Thief rogue? Yeah, that would be a thief rogue. So that's a...
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Does no one we meet ever get along?
Not if they're trying to help themselves to other people's property. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
This is a pretty big house. You sure you don't have a single spare room?
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Oh, that's like several flavors of
I'm a very
bigotry.
magnanimous individual, but this is my home. Either they leave or I'll make them.
Let them stay, or I'll make you leave and never come back. Difficulty class 25. I have plus 10, so, you know. Can't hurt to have the advantage, though. Yeah.
Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Or what?
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live.
I fought and killed an avatar of Merkel recently. I think I can handle you. Again, I'm the talk my way out of it guy, but, what? Only out of 10? Okay, sure. That's my baseline.
You're serious. Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened.
Let's.
Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
I do like that. I like that because I'm not lying, right? So it's not a deception check.
All the refugees. See the city, just like that. On the hill.
Okay, then. Pretty fancy digs. Well, not that fancy.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
How'd you end up here?
Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you?
Well, no one's telling you to leave. Have all the roof you want.
We will stay. For now. I just hope he doesn't pay anyone else to come sniffing round. Thank you. And may Torm keep you.
And you'd better be grateful for it.
I am. It's been days since my family slept under a roof. So thank you.
And may Torm keep you? Okay, or no.
God.
Good thing you sorted that out. I was this close to chucking a knife right between that trollop's eyes.
Don't think that would have worked out great for you. What's behind door number 1?
Threaten the children. Cinta was trained.
That might be worth a look.
My. A little hatch in the floor.
She's not brave, though. She's just learned to stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
Like, they're not gonna rob him. We are. What's that telescope pointed at?
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Nothing, apparently. Now I'm also like, there we go.
At least we'll have some peace now.
Remembering my hotkeys.
What peace? Haven't
Pick
you
up the
heard
backpack
there's
then.
an army
Backpacks are
marching
useful.
towards the city?
A music
Better
box.
to be within its walls than without Martha.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-da-da. Down by the river.
With pleasure.
Let's see, 5 plus 1 plus 4 plus 4. So that's like 9, 12. Probably fine without any bonuses on top. Yeah!
There's still decent folk about.
There are traps about.
Yeah, you don't say. Whoa, rigged firework, huh?
Well, hello.
Could you disarm that? Thank you. What? Woglims. Send a small rocket at a foe, blasting the target and inflicting color spray. Well, that's quite useful. And very
All's well
unpleasant
that
to run
ends.
into.
Not as bad as it could have.
Okay, let's just be a little careful.
Looking ahead.
Yeah, you with your disadvantage on all perception
Don't
checks.
waste a step.
Be nice if I could fix that somehow.
So much for a warm welcome.
Could people please succeed
go.
some more perception checks?
Oh dear.
Thank you!
Someone's left a trap out for us.
I don't care much for that. Let's, Okay, well, yeah. Critical failure, critical success. Two sides of a coin.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
But I'll pick up those fireworks. That seems useful.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
How paranoid is this guy exactly? Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna spy with my regular little eye. There's a tripwire there. There's one over there. There's one there that I dealt with. Jesus. Buddy. Dude. Was this whole building rigged to blow? If someone tripped a tripwire, what were you hiding down here?
2 hours later.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Every time the failed perception check, you know? Freaks me the fuck out. Okay. Nobody has advantage on their, or like, proficiency in perception, do they?
Don't touch me.
Oh, he does. He has fucking expertise. How are you missing any of these, dude? Okay. It makes me nervous. Where the fuck were you going, Will? Apparently the perception checks down here are kind of high.
Light on my feet. Step carefully.
Why would you do that? Little elemental. Why would you what kind of pathfinding nonsense possessed you to do it that way? Well, okay then. There are so many of these. No, Astarion, I didn't need you to pick up the whole box of fire. Oh, actually, I kind of do. I actually kind of want that box of fireworks now. I kind of want these boxes, plural, of fireworks now.
Take heed. I see a trap.
You do?
It's big, but still young. Heavens help the hunter if its mother caught them.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
This one was young. Doubt it put up much of a fight.
Too young to have put up a fight. This is no trophy. This is an embarrassment.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
God help me if I'd come here without Astarion, honestly.
Hardly a challenge.
Was there more than one trap? No. Okay. Arthur, package still waiting for you at Fellow Gears. You'd better not be late again, and we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up, put it in the teddy bears, make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. If it's still there this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you well know, we've plenty to spare.
Hardly the home of a sweet, generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving? It's only half finished, and I already detest it.
Instructions for donation. Read. Gifts for refugees only. Please distribute. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like the sound of that, actually. I think I heavily dislike the sound of that, come to think of it. Guide to Avernus? A Guide to Avernus. This book provides an overview of Avernus, the first layer of the Nine Hells, for the discerning interplanar traveler. The sections on geography and inhabitants repeat much of known lore about the Blood Wars, battlefields, and combatants. The section detailing the politics of the plane is strung with asterisks, qualifiers, and addendums, charting the ever-shifting chain of command beneath Archduke Zariel, as her many commanders rise meteorically in and fall equally from her favor. Okay, I guess we need to investigate what exactly this fellow has been instructed to put inside of those teddy bears. I have to imagine it's like a firework that's attached to something somewhere here that none of them is just catching right now. But it's unnerving. Inside, some mechanical parts are visible. Oh, I see. That kind of looks like a detonator to me.
No time to rest.
Okay, then.
Nothing.
Well, we've stumbled into something here. Guess that explains why he was threatening them to leave. Why he was so desperate for no one to be in his house but him, huh?
Keep going.
And it explains something about his profound hostility towards refugees.
She's just learned to...
He was planning to have them all murdered, or to participate in it anyway. Arthur's private musings. An unfinished love story, handwritten by Arthur Gregorio, whose name is attached to the bottom of every page. Her ample bosoms fluttered like dove's fingers brushing against his nails. Oh, that's not what you're supposed... Okay. The very ends of his moustache stood to attention as the fire stirred behind his eyes. No doubt this was love. Love! Ah, love. The stuff that dreams are made of. It made him sweat to think of it. The graceful, enduring blossoming magnitude of what it all the priceless... breathless, weightless, sheer, romping joy of it. I mean... someone's written worse fanfiction, I'm sure.
She's a brave girl.
Letter to Mamselle Amira. Madam Amira, thank you for the invitation. You know how much I love Charis's Keres, but I still haven't lived down my last experience with the Drow twins, and I fear they won't have forgotten my little mishap, so that was probably my last visit. I hope you'll understand. Arthur. Oh, it's a broth. I see. Okay, so well. No judgment from me there. I will judge him for other things instead.
Let's see what this does.
Astarion. Also, where did my elemental go?
No one stopped me yet.
Astarion, why are you not seeing whatever the... oh my god, okay. You literally have expertise!
Should mind my step.
Beloved sons? Beloved sons, I'm not waiting around for the absolute cultists to catch me. I'm heading for the tall timber. Look for me at the fishing hole where we caught that gar. It isn't much, but I left you all the gold. I'll manage without it. Now gear up and get out before it's too late. Remember your training, and Castev, don't drag your feet when you walk. You'll leave too obvious a trail. Ah, so I would have to assume that the... I mean, hopefully. The perception check was just for wherever the person has stashed their...
Careful, I bite.
Unless they stashed it in their chest, I guess.
Let's crack it open.
I mean, I have no idea if this person's sons are ever coming, but... Hang on. Baldur's Gate and the Dialectics of Plunder. Hang on. An excerpt of page 37 is circled in red. There can be no doubt that the patriarch family of the Upper City affects such an air of reserve and respectability because they are all too aware that their fortunes are founded on bloodshed, pillage, and exploitation. No one speaks now of Zeremiah Eltan, who founded the Flaming Fist as a ruthless mercenary company that slaughtered and burned for the pay along the entire length of the Sword Coast. No one mentions Baron Ilzabormul and the blood-spattered ingots shipped north from her slave labor mines in the mountains of Amn. The schoolbooks don't mention Bogo Sashenstar's bone flotilla that plundered Aster Cove and abducted the port's entire population. Esteemed reader, while this journal is no stranger to surprising news from the outermost reaches of our fair land, I must warn that this season's edition contains news some might find in a word shocking. It might be that the cult of the Absolute reported by our agents in Eltergard will fade like any other, but reports of alliances between Goblin and Lothsworn Drow, Troll and Duergar are a particular cause for alarm. The seriousness of the enclosed report is quite unique in our history. Prior to publication, messengers were sent to localities including Baldur's Gate, Scornable, and Candlekeep. Let us hope these reports are received with the proper gravity for the safety of all. Sincerely, Mingus Etchelly. What a name. Editor-in-Chief. Name alert. I'll take the trap disarm toolkit, though. Okay, so that's not part of his mansion, then. Second house just kind of attached to it. Fair enough. Now, buddy, I guess he'll teleport when I transition to another area. Probably. Okay. Investigate the suspicious toys. Something dangerous has been placed inside toys donated to the refugees. We should find them and quickly. Right, so we need to get to the refugee camp, which was out here. That should get the elemental with us. There we go.
Slow down.
Oh, now what am I about to get into?
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
True Baldurians, huh? Like, it very easily paints the ridiculousness of the rhetoric, right? It's like, we hear this rhetoric in real life all the time about, like, oh yes, like, if the people who were born on the bit of dirt that's like here, oh yeah, those are the people from the one place, and then if we move 5 inches to the right, and the people who are born on that piece of dirt, different people, species, almost a different species of people, completely different kind of person, not at all the same kind of person, because of you see the dirt that's over here, 5 inches to the left, that's the dirt that has the special magic properties that makes the people who are like us, but the dirt over there, 5 inches over that way, that's the dirt that makes the wrong people, the weird people, the foreigner people, who are not like us at all, right? That rhetoric is like normal. I know I'm caricaturing it, but not as much as you might think I am. That rhetoric is normal. Here it's like even dumber because it's like, oh yeah, well I'm inside the city walls, so therefore I'm different kind of person entirely. And those not inside the city walls, not in the different kind of person, right? True Baldurians, blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. Refugees aren't strays, they're people, and they need help.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. Refugees can't stay here in Rivington.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Wasn't planning to. I do want to find some toys, though.
Killed a few giant bats in my day story, but never hunted a vampire.
not these intruders.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn.
To take
It
down
won't count.
troublemakers. So don't make trouble.
But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Ferg Droger.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is.
I already don't
You're
like
a
you.
recent arrival for sure. Still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity.
I really don't like you.
These wretches have nowhere to call home. Nothing to live off but what they carry. And nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course.
Help. You help them. That sounds lucrative.
Indeed. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in.
Ah.
Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold.
That is parasitism. It's a very common kind of parasitism, though. Like middlemen exchange agents of these kinds. Like, not in all cases are they quite as disgusting as this fellow is. Occasionally it is a thing where there's a refugee crisis, something like that. Like, sometimes it is good to have someone who is capable of transforming one kind of resources into another kind. That can be helpful. But but also, boy, there's a lot of gross exploitation that happens there. Ugh. And what do you do with all these goods you're acquiring?
There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I.
Oh, it isn't just about gold for you, is it? There's more to this that you're not letting on. You are going to tell me. I think I'm still good. Yeah. Oh, thank God for skill bonuses.
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele. But I think you've earned a peek.
That's it? You're just a merchant?
Just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself.
Okay. Show me. Purple worm toxin, scroll of chain lightning. It's pretty good. Kona cold. Robe of supreme defenses. While concentrating, you add your spellcasting ability modifier to your saving throws and gain +1 to an armor class. Long ago, the young wizard Bigby noticed his friend Tensor spending a lot of time with his robe. One of nature's pranksters, Bigby sent his dog, Big Boy, to savage the garment. The ensuing struggle between the canine and the nude wizard was brutal and eventually led to Tensor designing more durable robes like this one. Sethan. When this axe careens through the air towards an unfortunate head, the whistle of its spiritual counterpart is never far behind. A level 6 evocate. Hang on. Summon a spiritual twin of Sethan in a point that you can see that deals 8 to 29 force damage on a hit. Jeez, that's pretty good. And then the Dwarven Thrower. Homing weapon will return. A dwarf throwing this warhammer deals extra damage. The first Dwarven Thrower was created unintentionally. The moment was transcribed in the annals of dwarfdom thusly. It does no work. Another design down the bloody drain. Now does anyone else hear a sort of humming whistle? Growing louder. And the cloak. Dominate person. I mean, I'm not giving up my cloak of protection for nothing, but that's a good spell to have access to. In fact, I am determined to have access to that. I'll take the cloak. These wares are too exotic to have been purchased from refugees. Surely. Who's your supplier?
Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
Happily, huh?
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
Happily, you say. Happily.
Lord on the rack, give me patience.
Is everything all right?
These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Yeah, they're having a little bit of a thing with some corpses.
How is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
Zindra Man.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Yeah, okay. Donation record. Let me just read that. The Flaming Fist, tasked by the city's parliament with oversight of the gathering and distribution of donations to refugees in Rivington, responded with what appears to be a half-hearted attempt to list donations and donors. The list, much amended, possibly to conceal
Spell casting has caught this guard's eye. Time to explain yourself or face the consequences.
Oh, because I cast friends on the guy. Everybody's casting that spell nowadays. It's all the rage out in Elturel.
You've convinced them, for now. But transgress again, and no amount of talking will get you out of trouble.
I just cast a little bit of a slightly mind-controlly friend spell on a guy who was an asshole. He was a dick! Who cares? I get it. It's okay. Once again. Alan Aleph 9, worn blankets of indifferent cleanliness. Lord Whitburn, 23 male shoes, mid-size, suitable for urban wear only. Enthal Danthalion, 3 sets of worn travel cookware. Figure of Pennygood, 6 Muslim pillows stuffed with human or humanoid hair. Oh, no. Arthur Gregorio, 21 stuffed toy bears, unusually weighty. There it is. Nancy Greta, 16 books, all copies of Lord Gortash's memoirs. A steel sharp, 3 jars of preserved fish, 6 canisters of dried beans, small crate of roast jerky, first aid supplies, blanket, cookware. This is a jumble. I'm not sorting through all this.
Donations?
No. I'll take a donation, please. My character would not be able to stop themselves.
Very funny. You can make a donation to the refugees, or you can leave.
Again, my character is a sneaky pants, so I'd like to take the donation into the barn myself. Oh, wait, no, I probably shouldn't cast that spell again, should I? My base bonus is like 17, so probably should be able to take a 20.
Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
Yeah, excuse me. Nestor's warning. Yeah. Toys. Where are the toys?
Stay alert. That's a trap.
Ah, there we go.
Keep your distance, darling.
Starion, my buddy, my pal, my bosom lover boy. Take care of that, would you? His base bonus is 14. Let's just make sure, because I think if that thing goes off, it's gonna be a bad time.
Oi, what in Helm's most holy name are you doing here, citizen?
Why are you talking to lae'zel? Why?
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest.
I found a load of toy bears rigged to explode. But don't worry. I disarmed them.
What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives?
Why would I disarm my own explosives? I just want to find whoever's responsible. Again, probably shouldn't cast that spell, should I? Plus 13 is surely enough. Yes, it is.
All right. I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Okay. I know I'm not supposed to take to use it or take things from it, but... Okay. Not messing with it. Not messing with it.
Toys trapped to injure children. It's abominable.
On my way.
Okay. Cool. 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 No explodey childeronis this time. That is good. Now, I have speak with animals here somewhere. Do I have it on? I have it on. Hey, pig!
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries.
You're one of the most impressive pigs I've ever seen.
Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
It is kind of horrifying within the context of this game that all animals are every bit as conscious as a human being, right? Is lae'zel still in that conversation? Oh my god. Okay, she is.
Oh, investigating, are you? Well, my deepest apologies, detective. Pull the other one.
Gods.
Okay, I guess that's cool.
Salutations once more, old stick. Always a treat to have visitors.
Should have asked him if he saw something interesting. Maybe he would have had something to say about the toys. Okay. Letter of complaint. Let me just read that.
Cursed.
To the Flaming Fist duty officer, I assumed that members of the Flaming Fist were assigned to Rivington to maintain law and order amongst the refugees, but what do I see? Ragged refugees, big as life, and twice as odorous, walking Rivington streets as if they owned the place, instead of keeping decently out of sight in that refugee camp. I warn you, my great-aunt knows Blaze Liara Porteous personally, and if those refugees aren't rounded up and kept where they belong, the Blaze will hear about it. What a pathetic dipshit. Well, okay.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice.
I know. The way they treat refugees around here is terrible.
I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty.
Ah, of course.
A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do?
Let him continue ranting.
They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Indeed.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is, but we have to.
Grunch? Grunch! Grunch. Ah, name alert. Can I talk to that guy? Somehow, there we go.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Hey, Grunch.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
let me take a look at that wound. DC 10 plus 2. I mean, I'll take it. Shot at it. Oh, come on! This is not the thing to spend all my inspiration on, but I'm doing it.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
I did notice the HP was full.
Necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently.
This is barely a scratch. What's the idea?
Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Aw, that's kind of sweet. That was... Emotionally, that was worth the inspiration points. I don't know about in terms of mechanics.
When Nilos and me were hiding, and hungry, and scared, it was Grunch who got us through. I'm not letting him down now.
I don't know. Maybe Greg has some ideas about how we can help Grunch get inside the walls. I can't think straight anymore.
Can't think straight anymore. My. I mean, half naked, half orc, or full orc. Is he a full orc? Half orc. You know, nobody would blame you.
I put my money. Can't stand her. Can't stand her. Can't stand her. My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
I do like that there's like little family dramas happening here.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say.
At least you made it. How you holding up?
It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
Probably shouldn't tell him about where Zevlor ended up.
Bex died. Bex is dead. I'm alive, but for what? I'm no one without Bex.
I wonder if I could have saved any more of them somehow. Oh, he's washing up. I probably shouldn't disturb him. Toad breath.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
I've passed through, but my heart lies elsewhere in Faerun.
A word of advice, then. You might not get as warm a welcome as in days gone by. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees
Is
on
really?
top and well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
Not enough to go around. That's weird. I could have sworn that Baldur's Gate has one of the highest concentrations of rich assholes in all of Faerun, but I guess I was mistaken. We are all proletarian comrades here. I'm not surprised. Tension seems high.
Tensions? That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
We could always take the uniform off. The people of this city have grown selfish. They need reminding of what true hardship is. I kinda want to push him. I kinda want to see if I can make him go.
Too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say?
Okay, maybe this is going a little... I thought he was just gonna, like, punch him in the face or something. Okay, this is maybe a little further than I'm willing to take it. Out of curiosity, though, let's kill them all.
Yes, yes, yes! Slit and slice and chop and bleed them. Not a soul left alive.
Hi, Orin. Aha!
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He will tremble at your slaughter. So eager to spill the guts from this city. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
Orin's toying with me. What is she after?
With you?
Something's on my mind.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Oh, you don't think it's because of the toad breath? Oh. What's that? What in the hell's been happening up there?
Remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
What's with the dead chickens? Slarmy, Zevi Soft Bluff, Tina Two Thumbs. That's a good name.
Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
I'm just trying to eat the poor bastards. Yeah, okay, hang on, wait. It auto-saved, but I'm just gonna also, because of the Gur and Astarion, that could get real hairy real quick. Hey, Gandrel, how you doing?
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiska Blast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Trasinnetra.
I guess someone finally gave him a physical description of what Astarion looks like.
Spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
If you want to throw him on that pyre, I fully support that. What do you want with Astarion?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed.
He's covered in blood.
Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
I'm thinking of turning it into a ballad, if you're interested.
We are not. But perhaps we can give you a chance to do deeds just as worthy of song. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
How can you be sure, Astarion?
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
You owe them revenge, Astarion. If nothing else, you owe them that.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
They spread like locusts.
Well, that went better than I feared. Okay, cool. Good, good. No. The Astarion kept the racist impulse under control. Happy to see that. Very pleased.
We can do nothing for you here. All that is left is to face the beast, Khazad-dûr.
Yeah.
Khazad-dûr's nest of serpents are...
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
Are you worried about Khazad-dûr finding out you're back?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
We really need to get you a bath. Sounds risky. How will you strike exactly? He won't be alone.
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Yeah, let's have that not happen.
Orin, Skvar, burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
We're nearing the city. Are you excited to return? Reluctant? A little of both?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving.
I swear it.
Okay, shape changer, huh?
Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
Yeah, I'm going! Jesus, lady! Child's drawing? A child's depiction of a happy sunlit scene. That's quite sweet. A ball, a dagger, and a drawing. And a candlestick.
Seems simple enough.
Household prayer. Abandoned locket. This locket opens up on the picture of a little girl loaded by tears. No, but seriously, who's killing those chickens? Hi, sweetie. What in the Jesus Christ was that?
Defender of the people.
Almost like a groan.
Well, we're by a windmill, after all.
Oh, come on!
The pride of the gate.
Speaking of grease, are there any sausage rolls left?
Okay. Now, am I misremembering that they add like a quality of life feature where you could change party members more easily than having to go around and talk to every one of them? Although, honestly, maybe going around to talk to everyone isn't the worst thing.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
Still, I really don't want to tell Karlach to go back to Avernus. Okay, so what's being implied to me here is that someone at camp is going to be replaced by Orin at some point, or like, well, maybe not a PC, like maybe someone like Isabel or something.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good.
She wants us paranoid, likely to make a mistake.
Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power.
Baldur's Gate
But Orin,
2, I think.
He's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
How are you faring without your harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar.
give or take a few tadpoles.
I'd like to hear more about those old days.
Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in.
I love her. At least I think it's her. Who knows? Hey, Shadowheart, are you a doppelganger?
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed. We need to stay alert all the same.
You mentioned Shar's followers might be watching for us. Think we can use them to track down our parents? Your parents, rather. Our. That would be fun.
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go.
What should we be looking for?
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Keeping very well, I hope?
What will you do now your father is gone?
Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life.
I'd like to know what happened between you and your father, Ketheric.
I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way.
I think we've had this conversation before, but I don't remember because it's been 4 months.
After all, I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Okay, I don't think we've had that conversation before. Hey, Dame Aelin.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
That sounded... Hang on. That... Something about that... Okay. How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Cool. Halsin, have you been replaced by a shapeshifter?
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve.
Have you heard from Thaniel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet.
What would you like to know?
Okay.
Anytime.
I guess we have gotten to know him enough. Gale! Feeling replaced by a shapeshifter or anything?
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Trade places with Will, would you?
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Oh, they're playing. That's so sweet. Hey, Withers.
I should speak up.
Fate spins along as it should.
Sure.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Where's Arabella gone?
The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind, hast thou other business?
That was stuff we'd already done. Actually, Shadowheart. I can't remember if I respect you into a light cleric yet. Join me.
A bit crowded, don't you think? Lead the way.
My faith.
Yes, I did. She has warding flare. Good. Good. I did respec her into a light cleric. As I intended. Why is her portrait not updated?
I've got a long road ahead.
Okay.
Breathe deep and move.
Let's leave lae'zel. Like, Karlach is the Baldurin.
Always at your side.
Copper for your thoughts.
Come on, we're heading up.
No room in your party. What should I do?
There we go. All I really wanted to do was grab some new people to try those investigation checks again. Which is why I grabbed Gale, because he has the int score for it.
Something hidden, but not from me.
This was a wonderful idea.
Still alive? So that's
Just an arrow of acid. Okay. I was looking for the cat. Quite honestly, is what I was trying to do. That sounded screamy. Starion, my love. Did that come from in here? Oh, it might have. A mind flare? A very weak mind flare. Final warning. This is a notice demanding the miller pay off his debt, lest his creditors oust him and claim the mill for themselves.
I need a quick word.
Hello?
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
It doesn't feel very fortunate.
Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
How about no? Actually. Yo. We can have a fight if you're hostile.
Come no closer, you. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. like I was. A vessel yet to transform. Help me. I am so hungry.
No. Was it you I heard screaming when I entered the windmill?
My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring you food.
Very well, kin. I shall dine on you.
Try it, fucknuts. Karlak, do you wanna spank that guy, like, 9 miles into next week, please?
Open up.
Go for the throat.
And then... What do you mean can't reach destination? Oh, I see.
Over here.
Nom 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 nom! Did I gain happy from that? I did not. He has to feed on a human. Okay, fair enough. Might as well use it.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
I don't think so, no. Read. True soul alien. Your time has come. The absolute calls to all faithful, and you've been faithful indeed. Leave your barracks, leave your armor, leave all insignia of rank behind. You are part of the Flaming Fist no longer. You've been a loyal, true soul, but soon you'll be so much more. You will be one of us. A ring of truthfulness. Advantage on insight checks. Useful. The brain we will leave. Where did that ring go? There. See, because, like, advantage on inside checks is quite good for conversation, but the ability to avoid paralysis and restrain is better.
Moving in.
So, that was a flaming fist, then. So, was that like a wave from the Elder Brain commanding the infected to change? Was that what shook the earth? Man, the Emperor's such a piece of shit. Reflections of a gullible prick. The Stained Tome records a long and arduous journey. I hoofed it to Baldur's Gate based on a goddamn promise they'll welcome with open arms, McCuson said. Everyone has a home in the gate. 17 days I marched. 17 days of their whining toddlers and their piss rake. 17 days of howling wolves huddling around sickly fires and still that stench. Of course they didn't let us throw into the city when we showed up. Shoved us into a camp, teeming with snivellers and sneers. Had it with them. Their sob stories, their entire gall of their presence. If I've got to be stuck outside the city, I'll make home in a chicken coop. Smells better than those shit-stained whelps called my cousins, at least. The rest of the text continues in a similarly accurate... That's why the dead chickens. He turfed them out.
Our readers will be outraged. Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today?
Slow down a second. Who are you?
I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not.
And what do you think is the truth?
That the refugees here are desperate, hungry, scared people. They're no mob. They just want to be safe. I've heard the rumours. Absolutists marching from Moonrise Towers. Whole towns felled by strange curses. It's no wonder they ran. Of course, I can't write any of that. My editor only releases stories his friend Lord Gortash approves of. And he's very selective.
Oh, that's appalling. So people in the city have no idea what's going... No, actually, sounds like you're printing Gortash's propaganda.
Doesn't it just... Of course, we're off the record and this conversation never happened. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make.
As above, so below.
We can't let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Our kind?
Refugees. Outsiders.
Enough, Ketzer. Sir, you need to stay clear.
Okay. Now, where does this get us? The Sword Coast Couriers, that's the open hand temple, right? Kind of want to...
is dead.
What?
This does not bode well.
What?
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
We have the Duke's full.
Heroic portrait of Gortash?
Lord Enver Gortash, the people's man, the gates.
With a literal halo behind his head. Jesus Christ. The poster names Gortash the city's savior, devoted patriot of Baldur's Gate, and a friend to the fearful and downtrodden.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new
Something to
act.
send? Don't be shy. Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed.
Wait, delivery not guaranteed?
Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
Any idea where the birds went missing?
Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them. I can tell you that much.
Huh. I could find the pigeons for you. My fees are very reasonable.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
Okay, I'm just stumbling ass backwards into side quests left and right here. Post House Dogs Log. This log of a courier hounds is matted with dried saliva and dog hair. Bullworth, no fleas, lots of gnaw. Okay, in the fur, right? In the fur. It must be in the... Scratch? Hang on.
X-Text 2.
Scratch? The pigeons in service of the communicators of this city deserve far more renown than that which is afforded them. Take Beaky, for example. A pigeon, aged 10, a great-great-great-grandfather, noble upholder of his tremendous duties. Orange of beak and charcoal of wing, rare is the Baldurin who has not glimpsed the flash of his wing darting hither and fro across our fair city. Beaky has carried dukes, writs, marriage announcements, and emergency notices and more, with nary a complaint from his cooing beak. Who among us can claim a more stalwart dedication to so important a profession? I mean, I think the seeds help a lot also. Wait, Scratch was from here?
Don't suppose you've stumbled much appreciated.
No, but no, I want to know this. Were you a post hound, Scratch?
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Well, probably shouldn't read people's mail.
Please, my son. He's only a boy.
Why is there blood on the roof? Well, that warrants investigation. Okay. How can we get up there?
If we get caught sneaking in. A few days in a jail cell. At least we'd have a bed.
Maybe from here? Angry. Dogs. Wait, are these Scratch's friends?
Stop fretting. The steel watch will put a stop to them.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Martha?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Ah, I see.
Woof.
Woof.
A charming effort, but you can't fool me. You're not a dog. So what the hell are you doing in my kennels?
You were being awfully harsh on the boy when I arrived.
It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess.
Is this dog one of yours?
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy! Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy.
I don't like how
This dog
Scratch is
property
looking.
of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now.
I thought Scratch belonged to Gomwick.
Gomwick was his handler, not his owner.
You shouldn't raise your hand to him like that.
I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard.
I'll break every bone in your body before I let you hurt that dog.
You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning.
I'm getting a taste of blood in my mouth right now. Probably shouldn't murder a person in broad daylight, but I'll give you to the count of 10 to leave these kennels. 1, 2... It's very funny doing that with the friends spell of all things.
Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Can I... Hey, buddy.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone. I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
Immediately letting them out. I like him already.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Well, can't open that one. I might have been in the way for the pathfinding. Hey, Scratch, buddy. Where'd you go off to? The Earth Elemental is stuck back there. Seriously, Scratch, where the hell are you?
Another step forward.
There you are.
Very well.
Hey, buddy.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells.
I'm glad you're back where you belong.
Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
So, the guy we found on the road was like a postman, basically, out delivering messages. And Scratch was his partner. I see. Guess that makes sense. You damn well better take good care of them, boy.
I'll do a better...
You damn well better. I'm not fucking around with this. Gortash coronation poster? Elevated to Archduke. Grand ceremony to be held in Worms Rock audience hall.
Has been named Archduke. Time to pay Worms Rock a visit.
The pay slips of all the employees of the post house. Dringo's pay is marked docked 2 copper pieces at Mariar's request. Bitch! Well, okay, we ran into something there. I can't help but feel like I missed out on some dialogue here or there.
You must understand.
Oh, that's where they got Stelmane's dead.
Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one?
You know, murder's not a good thing, right? No. My character wouldn't be so daft. I'll take one.
Excellent. You enjoy that one, all right? It's really gory.
Ah, a true crime enthusiast. Let's see. Ooh, cool. It's like an actual newspaper. Okay, sweet. Merchant Guild declares magic item market saved by adventurers. Ritualistic murder of Duke Stelmane and Elf Song still unsolved. Postmaster Danzo Arkwright in trouble. What is happening to our letters? Pressure mounting between Baldurins and refugees. We can't risk taking in spies of the Absolute. Gortash's coronation imminent. Witness the ascension of Baldur's Gate's first Archduke. Blor's Meat Honey gives you money-saving advice. Donation drive open at refugee camp. Give a little, help a lot. Baldur's Mouth. Baldur's Gate Printing Publishing Company Estimate. Oh. Good to know.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never...
Okay. Have we been... There's still that path down there. And some paths... Right, the cave! We haven't been to the cave. The cave! The cave, of course! The cave! How could I forget the cave? The cave! Ooh, and the beach. Beach episode!
Deep known footprints.
Deep known footprints.
Always room for more.
Oh, another name alert. Hoggy Nooners. Are these Barkas's people?
The boss is expecting you.
Ah, it is!
Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
It is Barkas's folk.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work.
I like him. Do you have anything to trade?
Only if you're quick.
Gimme, 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 gimme. Let's see. Martial exertion gloves. Push past your physical limits, taking piercing damage to gain an additional attack per turn and double your movement speed? That's just haste. Like straight up haste in exchange for damage. Blind a target. If it is a steel watcher, it is stunned and suffers a 1d6. A little expensive, but I think I want those. I kind of think I want those gloves as well. Because, like, that's piercing damage, so if Karlach uses that while she's raging... There. That'll barter it out. These, I think, will probably come in handy. Because, like, those robot fellas, they looked unpleasant and dangerous. Nichols.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it?
Yes, it keeps happening. What is it?
There's something underneath the city. Inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Can't say I blame you, buddy. That is a little weird. Hey, Philomene!
Huh? You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wulbren. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
Thola, why do you have temporary hit points? Do you still have temporary hit points from... Is that the one I healed?
You're here. Good luck.
It is!
This damn city's more treacherous than the Underdark.
It's quite funny that those have stuck on her. Like, the whole time. Okay, where is Wulbren? That piece of... Well, there's Bongle.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope.
I mean, we're definitely gonna kill him. Gortash is a dead man. I have reasons of my own for taking him down.
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse.
Archduke.
Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it.
Why put the blame on the Gondians?
They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit.
What was the plan?
Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking.
Maybe the Gondians are victims, not oppressors.
The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
That's an interesting rhetoric that's probably very easy to engage in when Gortash doesn't have a knife to your family's throat. Gortash is the enemy, not the Gondians. I'll make contact with the Gondians. Maybe they'll see reason.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong.
Fine. I'll take it, but I'll only use it as a last resort. I'll use it on Gortash.
As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it.
The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of watchers in no time.
Yeah, maybe we can get the Gondians to evacuate also before we, you know, kill all of them. Barkes, there you are.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become?
I think there's more to this than meets the eye.
You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too. But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Please, speak to them before you do anything. They deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces, don't you think?
I think Volbrin would like to know you're under my... Yeah, I'm not a fucking cop. Fuck off. All right, I'll speak to them.
That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Okay, now we've had the chat. Could you talk to me more, Philomene?
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point.
Glad I could diffuse the situation.
Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wolbrin wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
Well, he may yet come to regret that, but, you know, let's not presuppose. Rune... Permanent fire! Ooh. Karlach, wait, how heavy is that thing? 16 pounds. Yeah, you hold on to that for now. You also have the clown's severed torso, I see. I am sort of tempted to respec Karlach into using this throwing spear. I really like the silence on that thing, but even without throwing specialization and immunity to fall damage, that's actually also quite nice. This is still way better
Never a dull
than the Susser Great Sword. Okay, well, guess we found those guys. You know, I can't loot the place.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
There. Journal of Gildro Engliron. It's been almost 15 years since I bought this forge from old Gazoon, and in that time I thought I'd seen everything, but I was wrong. The scimitar that Rivington Rat brought in yesterday is the third weapon made of infernal iron I've purchased in the last month. The only infernal weapons I've seen since I've been here. Of course, I sold them all pronto, probably getting less than I might have if I was willing to sit on them for a while, but that's something I am not willing to do. Mama Angelia didn't raise any fools, but still, I have to wonder, where are these diabolical weapons coming from? Good questions all. Good questions all. Iron Hand Gnomes, our grievances. All know that the primal source of mechano-magical method measurement is Gerdel Ironhand, gnomic deity of militant artifice. For generations, the Ironhand clan reverently toiled in their Baldur's Gate workshops, creating intricate devices of precision and beauty, crafting in peace alongside the sweatshops of lesser artisans. Sometimes, in their generosity, the Ironhands even shared their methods with the others. But then did the adherents of the thief god Gond, in their hubris, found a house of wonders and arrogate themselves to all the labor and credit of all mechano-magical works, there we go, in Baldur's Gate, and many gnomes did join the Gondians to their shame, and the voice of Gerdel spoke to Wolverforce Bongle. Would that be Wulbran's dad? And said unto him, Suffer not these Gondians to steal thy livelihoods! And so Wolverforce spake out against the Gondians, citing the flaws and errors in their shoddy works, rightly extolling the superiority of the creations of the Ironhands. In response, the Gondians, in their envy and choler, did utter vile slander and calumny against the Ironhands, and Wolverforce was wroth. There followed the death of Wolverforce and the unfortunate rune powder incident. URI, huh? And the Ironhands, with the complicity of the Flaming Fist, were driven from the city into woeful exile. Very much like leaving out the bit where he built a rune powder bomb. Dear Master Anglion, I'm exceedingly sorry to report that we're still unable to find someone who might be willing to meet with you. The men and women of the city can be so awfully picky sometimes. Might I suggest you try submitting a portrait that presents you in a different light? Not that there's anything wrong with a blacksmith, but I wonder if that might be one of the prejudices that we're unfortunately running into where tastes are concerned. Of course, we won't stop you trying to arrange something for you. As we like to say at the Fulfilled Heart, there are no lost souls, only those who've yet to find their home.
They're damn near chomping at the bit.
Dearest Gildrell, my dearest darling Gildrell, your last letter left me rather concerned. I think it's time you seek some professional counsel for your melancholy. Such things can't be left to brew away unchecked. You've always been a sensitive soul, and I know how heartbreak has always hurt you more than you let on. There's no shame in seeking a little aid, is there? I'm always here for you, you know that, but I'm no expert when it comes to these things, and I think you should find someone who is. I say this with all the love in the world. Please at least think about it. Love always, Mama. Aww. So we've got a lonely soul here, who might be reasonably easy to take advantage of, huh? Hey, buddy, I've been inside your house.
What's up for discussion?
If you're a customer, go down to this shop. Otherwise, clear off.
What do you sell?
Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith's, we sell things that need smithing. The shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for once.
Yeah, let's not bring up the gnomes to him. Really no reason to. Hey, a dragonborn. Haven't seen a lot of those around.
Hi. Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. Buy spear. What'd you say? Huh?
Hard sell? Are you the one that sells the smith's weapons?
Yep, that's me.
Ex-Vikyap. Grumpy fella, isn't he?
On the outside. But he's a softy at heart. Like molten steel. Also, he's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil.
There's just nothing nice you can say to her? You're quite the little arse-licker, aren't you? Jesus. I'd pick a different dream if I were you. Your boss didn't seem to be the giving sort to me.
You don't know him like I do. The way he works the smelter, the tongs, the double-faced sledgehammer. I'd give anything to do what he does. Oh, God. Don't tell him I said that, will you? I really love my job. Promise.
Well, can we play matchmaker here? Okay. I would like to do that.
Oh, yay!
But for now, let's see what you've got to sell. Bone Spike Garb. You gain 15 temporary hit points whenever you rage, reduce all incoming damage by 2. When the wearer is struck by a melee attack, the attacker takes 1 piercing damage. That's pretty solid. Like, plus 2 to strength is hard to beat, though. But, like, 15 temporary hit points every rage, and all damage reduced by 2? I want to at least have it, I think. If I can. I'm not that rich right now. There.
Want more? Want less? Wanna sell? Wanna buy? You know where I am. Bye!
She's adorable. Okay, Karlach, what gloves do you have right now? You have the dexterity gloves. We can't replace those on you, but maybe lae'zel can use these martial exertion gloves. I do kind of like the mighty cloth on her, but this is pretty good also. Guild. Oh, hang on. Could I use that to get across to the... Where's the couriers from here? Oh, they're all the way over there. Huh. Oh, well, still climbing up.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I will be honest. I was kind of hoping there'd be something more up here. Or, like, anything. Okay. I think the easiest way to get everyone down is just to do this. From where could I get up to the roof reasonably? Like, I don't suppose I can stand on these, right?
He's only a boy. You must understand.
Sir, sir.
No. But whoop!
We'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Pigeon feathers. Maybe from the postmaster's flock.
We don't need your
Poor bird. Looks like it was taken to the open hand temple. Birdie probably died for the letters it carried.
Hmm? To the temple? Wait, we need to find a way on top of the... Okay. Okay.
Ready and willing.
Not enough space.
Path less traveled.
Hey, look at that. Even gale. Yeah, no, sure. That's something you can do with strength 8. That makes perfect physical sense. Let's see. Bloodstains.
Hey, I know that symbol. Gale, do you know this Tressim?
It is. It's Tara.
Oh!
What's she doing all the way out here?
Mr. Dakarios, heavens! Fancy seeing you here. I suppose you won't be terribly shocked to find your old friend Tara amongst the pigeons. They've always been a personal favourite. Oh, but that reminds me, I found you something. A lovely little keepsake. In the past, it might have helped with your condition, but now that you're better, perhaps you can put it to some other use.
For me? You shouldn't have.
I know, but I just love you so.
Aww.
Tara, I don't suppose you're responsible for the missing messenger pigeons.
One needn't guess. Pigeon meat is my second favourite.
I'd offer you some of your favourite meat, but I haven't got any. Beholder jerky is surprisingly hard to come by.
More's the pity. But no bother. These pigeons are quite delicious.
Very well. Enjoy your feast, Tara.
Thank you. I most certainly will, sir.
Oh. Where's she going? For the special and direct attention of Roa Moonglow only. Look, Roa, you city shent have always been the consummate professionals to me, so I don't understand why the Walkeen's rest cell is so useless. I was supposed to receive several items from them a few days ago, but I've heard absolutely nothing. Could you put out some feelers? Zaris doesn't answer my correspondence anymore. My. We have some connections with the gent, then, do we? What else did she give us? A ring of blink. Huh. Fashioned by the wizard Bigby in honor of his faithful hound Big Boy, who could use teleportation to fetch, snare errant cats, and generally harass postmen. Well, we found the letters, I guess. Now that's all Steel Watcher guarded up here. Maybe there's a little bit something up on the cliffs there. But we seem to have been around everything at this point in Rivington. I'm sure I'm missing like 400 things, but you know what I mean.
Don't suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet?
I found the letter, but it was very difficult. I'm afraid my fees have gone up.
Yes, fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief.
329 gold. That's good. I will need it, because I just spent a lot. Oh, no, they're not guarding that. I can also go down here. Wait, right. Also, there was the beach at the place. Somewhere there was a beach, I remember. The beach was down here. The other way from the cave. Some interesting rickety constructions here. This is like a classic built-upon bridge. Like the old London Bridge. People just used to do that. Like, when you built a sufficiently sturdy bridge, people would just build houses on it.
Maybe I need more pockets.
A dead refugee. Checking their body could get people mad at us, so let's just be a little circumspect here. A ring that looks as to have been deprived of its gem. Yeah, sorry to loot you, buddy. Did you fall down here? Or were you thrown? Oh, hey, there's boats in the river. Oh, that's nice. That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
Astarion thinking about how he could use it to kill Cazador, I'm sure. I'll take those. So what's under the bridge? Man, every single one of these fucking maps, man. There's just always more than there needs to be. And I mean that appreciatively. Those are bloody footprints.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Karlak, could you, Uh-huh. Gonna go out on a limb and say that whatever's in there is, not friendly. I wonder if the boulders are to keep other people out or keep something in. Oh! Oh, the shapeshifters.
At the ready.
The shapeshifters came through here. I see. Man, it's cool that things connect like that.
To do. How much further can I go?
Yo, fucking shipwrecks and like a pirate cove thing over. Fucking hell. These fucking maps, man. And then this leads us right to the down of the stairs that I was almost gonna go. Okay. This is so well designed. Like things leading around and circling in on themselves. Down, down, down by the river. Down, down, down by the river.
My. You better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Thank you, Astarion. Necklace of Elemental Augmentation. Add your spellcasting modifier to cantrips. Neat. That's not terrible at all.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
And I can't really move along there either. Fair enough.
Time to press ahead.
A fresh corpse. A steam cloud. Okay. So not cloud kill then?
Trap. Be cautious.
Trust no one.
Yeah. A blast mine. Astarion! No!
2 hours later.
A dying Stone Lord thug. I don't trust that there aren't more traps yet still.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Can't be healed, gravely wounded. This current person cannot be healed or saved. That's bleak, but okay. Hey buddy, why are you dead?
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world.
Yeah. Who's your boss?
Stone Lord. He'll sort this. He'll get him.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Oh, okay. I didn't think he had the wherewithal to die a such a spectacular death, but okay. I'll borrow your stuff.
Never wanted the easy path.
Oh, we're back to this again, are we? Okay. I guess they have just blundered through all the traps for us. That will be love. Nope, there's a tripwire.
Many, many minutes later.
Seriously, what happened here? Ooh. Oh, that doesn't look good. In fact, that looks rather bad. What have I stumbled my way into? Yeah, the game is also auto-saving. I don't know if that's on a timer or because I'm approaching something.
At least
If I'm approaching something, Taria should probably be in front.
Should mind my step.
That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken.
We've killed lots of you so far, haven't we? We'll kill more!
Or I'll crush you like the cockroach you are.
Oh, by all means, you guys fight it out amongst yourselves. Perfectly okay with that. Oh, I can't really circumvent them, can I? Or maybe I can? Oh, I was hoping I could jump to the boat, maybe. Okay.
Looks like those two are about to fight.
Yeah, go ahead. Fight. Yeah, no, I don't really see any need to get involved here.
Don't want to draw any attention.
The guild owns this city.
For the Stone Lord.
Now I know how you guys feel watching me play through combat encounters. Well, whoever those green fellows are, they are getting torn rightly to shreds. Yeah, they're dead.
Over. Get this cargo on the ship. Got to get this stuff.
Time to press ahead.
House pronto. The Stone Lord will have your hides.
Don't mind me. Oh, hello. Am I not supposed to be here? Oh, look, a convenient choke point. Astarion, my love. That wizard there. Well, I don't have disadvantage. I have advantage. I'm hidden. Now you have advantage. Jesus. Okay, well. Fuck it. That guy, then. Ah, he's so close to death. But I don't really have a means to kill him with Astarion right now. But, Gale, my boy. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Then I'd like to... What? That counts as joining the fight? Okay.
1, 2.
There we go. I like this. Oh, it can double dash? Like Mario! Do I have an arrow of... Does that count as a beast, though? Beast, level 7 wolf. Fair enough. Then we shoot the bow. Visit the Arrow of the Beast Slaying and kill! Well. Hurt.
Leave no trace.
Let's see, each one is 3d4 plus 3. So, 2 plus 3, so 5 each. So 2 on you and 1 on you. That should do it. Not really what my bard is built for, but I don't see any reason to waste any more resources right now. Oh, I can't bite? Oh.
Let's cut your fire, baby. Poor fucker.
Okay, who's still in the Fungalsby? Oh, poor bastard.
Heading out.
Are you gonna run into the hunger of Hadar? Thank you very much. That's sweet of you. No, really, that's genuinely quite nice of you. Drop concentration on the hunger. Well, I was hoping I could talk to the other guys, but... Guildmaster's orders read. Nine Fingers ain't backing down. Stone Lord's pushing in on our enterprise. She wants to push back on his. Find out just why this fresh-faced shithead is so keen to clear a landing spot for the cult ships. Good thing to find out.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Now, let's do a little... Let's have a little chat. Hey, buddy. You seem to be dead about something.
Lifelessly.
What were they here for?
Don't know. Something valuable.
Who were you fighting?
The Stone Lord's men. Interlopers.
Who's the Stone Lord?
Fury. Threat to everyone.
What were you doing here?
Seizing their haul. The Nine Fingers.
I guess I'll ask, who are you?
Falling from the guild.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
How about you, then?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What was the fighting about?
Territory. Control. Smuggling valuables.
Uh-huh. What were you doing here?
Observing. Spying. Disguised.
Disguised? Who are you?
Harper.
Oh!
Infiltrated the guild. Stone Lord's thugs. Threat to us all.
Well, hell. Can I do anything for her? Because, like, technically I have, like, 5,000 scrolls of Revivify, right? Must be playable character, yeah. Well, that sucks.
With haste.
A Gleam Dance Dagger. When wielded in the offhand, the wielder gains +1 to armor class? What do you have in your offhand there, Start? Oh, right, you have the Sword of Life Stealing. No, you keep hold of that one, buddy.
I'll ever believe this.
Do not fail, huh? The guild has caught wind of our activities down by the river. The Stone Lord has personally requested that you see off any visitors. I've heard murmurings that your dockside crew begin to doubt the tales around the Stone Lord's capabilities. Keep our shipment secure, and he will not need to come down in person and make a demonstration.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Yeah, me too. Fossilized shell. Shield. +2 armor class. Huh. Scrap and shrapnel grenade. Storage. More mind flayer parasite specimens. Read. A ship's manifest. Amid the mundane goods, a specific unit of crates has been circled with a note pinned on top. Reminder, the Stone Lord's goods. We don't need to see the man to know he's serious about his property. If you're tempted to crack a crate and take a look, remember Orin and the wide-eyed loons who came to take him away last time out. I didn't raise a finger to stop those gods mad bastards, and I won't for you either.
What's in here?
Lightning resistance, some poisons, a bit of money. That's not nothing. Okay, well, this episode of the Let's Play is getting a bit long in the tooth already, but there's a mysterious cave passage right there.
Let's see.
And it does not connect to anywhere we've been before. Okay.
Better be cautious.
Let's take this a little slowly. Gold and poutine. Canadians have been here. Not especially valuable paintings, but...
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Bone spike boots. You have a +1 to armor class and saving throws as long as you're not wearing an armor or holding a shield. Increased jumping distance and brutal leap. Leap at a target and knock it prone. I mean, we're completing the set, aren't we, Karlach? What does she have for boots right now, though? Click heels. Oh, those boots of speed, though. Those are real good, but this will allow her to, like, replace that with her jumping instead. I don't mind that.
I can't waste any more time.
Looting. So I feel like there was more than 256 gold pieces in this pile. Honestly, I feel a little robbed, but okay. Smuggler's Manifesto. Let's have a look at that. The rules. Don't forget. Stick to the Sword Coast if you don't want to trigger an all-out war and draw attention to the higher-ups of the council. No backstabbing, no ratting, no stealing from each other. You'll get what you're given, no skimming off the top. Trust that you'll get your share. Highest value goods come first. Don't go shuffling bread if there's a jewel rush. We're not a bakery. Keep the camp tidy. We don't want anyone following a trail of gold back to us. Tell no one. A map pointing to a secret beach in the walls of Worm's Rock Fortress. Looks like it could lead to the prison, and from there to the inside of the fortress itself. Okay. Then I'm going to call the episode to a close here, I think, because this is going to be a long one for my editor to edit, so I'm sending it off to them now so they can get started on that. It's good to be back. I've missed playing Baldur's Gate. I kept meaning to. I just never found a time to get around to it. But I'm back now. Hooray! So, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Baldur's Gate 3 with me, you can hit the like, comment, and/or subscribe buttons down below. That'll let you know when new episodes are coming out. You can become a member of the channel to get early access to these things before they go up for anyone else. Sometimes there's a 4-month gap. That'll happen occasionally because of the way that I am as a person. Or you can do absolutely none of that and just like, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And besides that, it's been so long since I've done this outro. Besides that, I suppose all that's left to say is thank you for your time and your attention. Remember to be kind to each other and stand in solidarity with those who struggle. And may the tides of history wash gently over us all.